Welcome back, everybody. We are still playing Overlord. We are currently in the Evernight Forest area. We are back into the forest after having just exited the Mother Goddess Temple. It took us out right here in the same place that the caves led us out. So we are ready to go further into the area. We just crossed one of the many bridges that leads back to the starting area. And we're going to be going deeper in, but while we're right here near a bunch of the spawning pools, I'm going to go ahead and switch out to having a handful of extra blues again. I do think I'm about to have to go through an area where I do have to have a decent number of blues. In fact, if I'm right about where I'm going, I'm going to go ahead and switch to all blues. I may very well have to do a handful of fights that it would be better if I had some others with me with just blues, but I don't think it'll be anything that they can't handle. Like this would of course go a little easier if we did have some browns or some greens with us to fight these guys. But the blues should be able to handle it. I may very well even have a handful die and have to be brought back to life, but that's not a big deal. And none of these are an enemy type that will cause an instant death that you can't come back from. These are the only ones in this area that at all scare me because it is so hard to get more than just a handful attacking them, but we got about a dozen actually involved in the fight there, so it wasn't bad. When I went through with the browns the last time through the section though, I think I only got either 2 or 3 of them to start attacking. And here we are back at Oberon, and we can see that there's only one more route that's growing out from him, and it goes in this general direction. I think that we could have gotten to it before. I'm not positive though. We maybe had to deal with the Mother Goddess Temple first, maybe had to deal with the cave first. And it looks like my blues are immune to his area effect, which I did not know. It makes sense, since it is some sort of like ice attack, so them being immune to water stuff would make sense, but I didn't know it. And we do have to go through this water area to get to the last root node. Here we've got some more of these annoying frogs. The large ones are a bit of a pain because they have attacks where they swallow your minions and can kill them outright. The little ones are a pain just in that they won't stand up to you, and so you have to just chase and chase and chase and chase them to actually try to get them killed at all. For the most part you don't have to though, so that's good at least. And there is the last root node. So this will actually open up Oberon to where we will be able to fight him. I'll go ahead and hit this one with them because them by themselves are going to take forever to kill it.
see if that elf can keep his eyes open long enough to fight. He can sleep all he likes in the afterlife.
And there is one more section of note back here.
The sacred grove is the last place in Evernight untouched by corruption. See, our ancient tree still stands.
The area is infested. Those creatures don't know how to destroy the tree.
I know you need aid, stranger. Over by the tree is an ancient artifact.
And there is a tower object over there on the other side of the grove. This is the one other place in the game where you have to deal with the bloody unicorns, though. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take the easy route of if you had any reds with you or if you use your fire spell. You, of course, can set this area on fire and kill off the unicorns with one shot. However, it does give you corruption because you destroy the elves' sacred grove. I'm going to go ahead and fight the 3 unicorns to get to the tower object instead, though. Even if you do burn down the grove, you of course can still get the tower object. They kind of made it sound like you were going to get it as a reward for helping the elves, or that the elves were just giving it to you. And that would make it seem like if you destroyed the elves' grove, they wouldn't let you have it anymore. But of course you can still take it. And we're going to kill the last unicorn before we start carrying it out, though. I don't want to have some of my minions carrying it and then have it get mad at us and attack. And so now we can get this object.
Ooh, an object. I like objects.
It looks like a health totem. So I think that's going to catch our health bar back up to the mana bar. Give us 6 blocks of life to be working with.
You are skilled indeed. Now leave me to my grieving.
And if you have destroyed the grove, they will say something different there, of course. And I think that they do just go ahead and automatically attack you at that point. And unfortunately, it looks like the path that they're going to make us take to carry the object back is not the same one we took to get there. So we are going to have to get some greens to deal with this poison before we're going to be able to get the object out of here. So now let's just try to find where we can get some greens in this area, because we already have the space for it. We only have 20 minions with us. You'd have to cross water before you could get anywhere from there. It's not down in there. We've got reds here, browns there. I don't see any greens though. Oh, it's right here, where I was.
Greens.
We'll pull out a couple of extras just to speed it along. And then we'll immediately put them right back up, because we're going to have to go right back through that water. Fortunately, there is a portal to the tower right here, so we don't have far to have to take it. I And that will be where I end this video. In the next video, we will be going and taking on Overlord.